Let's talk about some of my favorite luxury items, things that I'm using on a daily basis. So these are things that I've got kind of within the past year. So they're kind of like recent purchases, that I am loving, but they're my luxury items that I use on a regular basis. Almost everything gets used pretty much on a daily basis, or at least like a couple times a week. So you know that these items are going to be a great investment for your money. I will have links below for you so you can shop your little hearts out. But let's get started with the first item. So the first thing up are this pair of Prada stocks. Prada Birkenstocks. And you all know, like a typical Birkenstock is not usually my style. It's not really my vibe, not really my aesthetic. It's a little bit too like rough around the edges for me. But when I saw these, I was like, okay, Prada, because these are kind of chic, and I was looking for like a good everyday shoe. And I love them because these are in the smooth Prada leather, which I love. It's just like a really beautiful leather overall. And they're just like an easy to wear shoe. And they're a good alternative to the Gucci Princetown loafer, which those are beautiful classic shoes. I love them. I still kind of want a pair of those, but I was like trying to see if I could find anything else other than that, to buy as like an everyday kind of like slip-on shoe. And can I just tell you, I was sold once I tried them on. These shoes are so comfortable. Like they just feel like you're kind of not like walking on clouds, but almost. Like the shoe is really lightweight, so you're not like holding like these heavy, like, some loafers have like a bit of a heel that's quite solid and heavy. You don't have any of that. They're really lightweight. They're super wide. So like if you have a wide foot, these are going to be perfect for you. And they're just really comfy. So I wear these running errands. I've literally worn these out to the bar. I actually wore these to a conference. You all know after I unboxed the Celine stuff recently, I'll link the video for you. I was going to a conference. I actually wore them with like trousers and these, and I thought I was looking pretty good. So if you need a pair of like comfortable everyday shoes, definitely take a look at these. Next up is my current favorite card holder. This is the one that I gravitate to whenever I have the option to just like quickly grab a card holder. Even when I'm not wearing the matching bag, this is the one I go to, and it is the Ferragamo Gancini card holder. So a lot of you all know I have a bag in a very similar color, my Chanel Coco handle. And I was not able to buy the matching card holder because I'm always like a Chanel card holder girly. Whenever I buy a Chanel bag, I try to buy the matching card holder, but they only made the matching green one in lambskin leather. Lambskin's like not so great for a card holder. It needs to be a little bit more durable. So I never got it. And then one day I was shopping and I saw this one. And so I gravitated to it because of the color, which is like a very specific color. I don't know how many of you all would like necessarily need like a bright green card holder. But I can safely say this is now my new favorite card holder, which, like I said, is crazy because I was always a Chanel card holder girly, but this one is beautiful. The pebbled leather is stunning. It is somehow firm yet soft and supple. I really don't know how to explain that, but it just feels like very rich, luxurious leather. I also really like the gold hardware detail. I will say it does have a few scratches on it, but I think that's kind of like to be expected with a card holder. So I think this is a great one. Obviously, like there are typical brands we all go to for card holders like Chanel, Louis, Saint Laurent. So if you're looking to try something that's like a little bit outside of the mainstream, although Ferragamo is mainstream, definitely take a look at the Gancini card holder. I feel like people sleep on it, and it's also a really great price point. This is only $280. Next up, we have another pair of everyday shoes that I am loving, and they are the Saint Laurent Le Loafer penny slippers in the color, I believe it's called Pearl. So it's kind of like a nice little ivory color. If you look at them, you can see that they're slightly different. There's only an emblem on one side, not on the other. So it's kind of nice because if you don't want too much logo, you get a little logo, but not a lot. And it's kind of on the side, it's darker, it's not like a bright gold type of color, and it's only on one side. So I like that because a lot of times, like a lot of like logo shoes, you've got two logos there. You've probably got a logo on your bag. You might have a logo on your belt. Sometimes it feels like a lot of logo. So depending on like your comfort level with logos, these feel a little bit more understated, but I wouldn't call these like quiet luxury because they definitely do have, the Saint Laurent logo on them. But one of the reasons I love these shoes is because they are so comfortable. And obviously with loafers, you never really know because you have to buy them and kind of like wear them in to see like, are they actually going to be comfortable, or are they going to be the type of like flat like loafer shoes that still give you blisters for years to come? So I really didn't want that, but I decided to take a chance, and I'm really glad I did. these shoes are super comfortable. They're also quite snug when you get them, but you don't get blisters. So you don't have any type of like ramp up period of like needing to wear socks with them or anything like that. But you do need to wear them a couple times to like stretch them out to like their normal size. So they will feel a little tight when you first get them. Now, for me in Saint Laurent, I typically wear a size 37.5. So these are a 37.5 and these are the correct size. Some people say they're a little snug. So if you're kind of like on the cusp of not sure what size to get, I would go a half size up just to make sure that, you know, they're not too tight or anything like that. But if you know your Saint Laurent size, then you're good to go. But these are great. They match with everything. I will say there's one thing I don't love about them, and that's kind of that like you can see like the leather around here. It does kind of like split as you walk. But honestly, I've noticed that happens on almost all of my loafers that have this type of stitching. In fact, I even think it has happened on the Prada ones slightly. It has. So I think that's just kind of like part and parcel of what happens when you have flat shoes that are stitched like that around the front, like this kind of like horseshoe shape. You are going to get a little bit of splitting, so that's not great. But I mean, I think for a very comfortable, easy to wear type of everyday shoe, these are a great option. Next up, I have actually my most recent bag purchase, the Celine Tilly bag that I showed you all in another video that I will link for you. I've only had this for a few weeks and I've been wearing it nonstop. I love this bag. She is so great, super cute, can be dressed up, can be dressed down, and fits way more than you think. I mean, I don't know, that kind of feels like a thin bag, and it looks like to be quite a structured bag. And so I think a lot of times I personally, I know I worry about structured bags because sometimes you can't really like open them that wide, you can't fit that much. But like this one, like you can get in there. And it's not one of the ones that like when you put your hand in, like the zipper scrapes it or anything like that. So honestly, I think this is like a really great bag option. And also like I talked about when I showed it to you all, I love that it's a little different than like your average everyday shoulder bag. It's not like a typical like square or rectangle. And I just think like the hardware makes it look very elevated. So I've been wearing this all the time. You know, it's got the adjustable strap. So if you've like been on the fence about the Celine Tilly bag, I cannot say enough good things about it. Obviously I've only had it a few weeks, so I'm not ready to do a full review on it, but I am really loving this bag. Kind of like on a similar note, I have to give an honorable mention to, but I'm not going to bore you all with the details. It's the Celine Claude bag. I recently did a review video on it, so go watch it and I'll tell you all the reasons why I love this bag. This is a great one. I've been wearing it so much. Definitely, if you have been thinking about the Celine Claude with the leather shoulder strap, yes, get it. Consider this your sign telling you to go get the bag now. And next up we have this woven belt from Prada. Obviously like Prada's not really good at naming their stuff, so I think it's just called like a woven belt, but I will have it linked for you so you know specifically which one it is. And I want to say it's in like the color cognac, but I'll double check and link it for you below. But this is such an easy to wear belt and it's so versatile. And you guys know, like I love things that are versatile because you get more bang for your buck. So, you know, you just put it around like this, and I like it because it's big enough that I can put it down at my hips, but I can also put it up, you know, if I want to wear it as a waist belt. This is a great belt to wear like with like summer dresses, things like that. All you do is you hook it through here, and it doesn't have belt like holes like for the buckle. You just kind of like put the little knob in between where it's woven, and then it stands up like that. Obviously I didn't do it up tight enough. But this has been a really great belt, and I was really surprised, honestly, by how much I liked it, because a lot of times I think woven belts, they're kind of soft, and this one is soft, don't get me wrong, but they're soft in a way that it doesn't hold you in. But I think especially because of the buckle, and I think just like the quality of the leather, it does feel like you're held in, it does feel like you're secured. So I don't know if you all know the feeling I'm talking about with like woven leather belts, where sometimes they don't feel like they belt as well as like solid leather belts. So I am really loving this one. It is a little pricey, I think, for like a woven belt. I think it's about $700, so it's a little bit on the pricey side, but what isn't on the pricey side in terms of this luxury world these days? And finally, one of my best and most recent purchases that I actually unboxed with you all recently is this Celine military jacket. Now, when I unboxed it for you all, I could not find the link for it online, but I have found a link for it online. So I know a lot of you all were like wondering where to get it. I found a proper link, not like a used one. So look down below, but I am just loving this jacket. You can see it's been well worn. There's dog hair all over it. But this is such an all-purpose jacket. I have worn this to a work conference. I've worn this on dates. I've worn this running errands. I wore this to meet a girlfriend, and I've barely had it, like less than 2 weeks. So it was a little pricey. I will admit that. Like this, it was, over $3,000, but for luxury jackets, they are kind of pricey. And I felt like this one was going to be a good investment because I thought that this is something that would also age well with me. Like this is something that I could wear, years down the road. And so far I am feeling great about it. I love that it's well made. I love that it's got good structure in it. It doesn't have shoulder pads, but it does have like a little bit more interfacing, like a little bit more structure in the shoulders. So it sits up quite nicely. And the buttons, they are absolutely stunning. Look at them. Look at those golden gilded buttons. They just look like little chocolate candies, like little covered chocolate balls that you want to eat. So this has definitely been a great purchase. I was obviously nervous when I first got it because it was quite pricey. I was like, oh, I hope I use it. And I definitely have been. So if you need a good military jacket, seriously, check the links below because this one is a great one. So those are my recent purchases of luxury items that I am loving, that I am wearing every day. These are my everyday go-to essentials. So please let me know if you have any questions about any of these down in the comments below. I am happy to answer them for you. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I would really love it if you could just give this video a little like, do a thumbs up down in the corner below. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to my channel. So that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping delivered straight to you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lily, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, everyone.